Welcome to SpeedyPodz episode 13. Wow, what a month, right? If you felt completely swamped by news lately, AI stuff dropping daily, corporate earnings hitting these historic highs, you're definitely not wrong. It was a lot, just intense. So our mission today for you is really to cut through that noise. We want to focus on the big shifts, the foundational stuff that actually, matters. We're talking about how these AI agents are changing the internet and, well, driving some truly record-breaking market moves. Okay, so let's dig into that first part. This AI browser war that seems to be heating up. We saw OpenAI announce Atlas, Perplexity dropped Comet, Microsoft's pushing Copilot hard and Edge. It's not just about searching faster anymore, is it?
No, not at all. It's a pretty fundamental shift, actually. What's fascinating here is that the browser, it's moving from being just a passive window. It's becoming an active AI native agent, and that makes the entire internet instantly, well, promptable.
Promptable, meaning you just tell it what to do.
Exactly. Take ChatGPT's Atlas, the one announced recently. It has this agent mode. So you can give it a high-level instruction, something like, find all the translation tools on this specific web page and sort them by the oldest reviews.
Okay.
And Atlas just goes and does it. It executes those clicks, applies the filters, all on your behalf.
Right, instead of you having to click around manually.
Precisely. And Perplexity's comment browser, it's doing similar things. They have these shortcuts, kind of like pre-written workflows, and this neat split view for comparing stuff side by side. But the key idea, the really big takeaway, is delegation. These tools are built so you can hand off tasks.
Right. And I guess the end game here is you won't even need to be glued to your screen, clicking and typing everything. You could just, give your phone an audio prompt, like book me a decent hotel in Paris for next month. Keep it under $2,000.
That's exactly where it seems to be heading. The browser agent handles the complex multi-step process in the background. Yeah. And naturally, to make these agents really good, really effective, the whole industry is racing to build better, smarter underlying systems. More resilient, more knowledgeable. Like Microsoft, they just released something called Agent Lightning.
Agent Lightning.
It's basically a reinforcement learning framework. You can think of it maybe like giving the AI agent some deep muscle memory. It lets the AI learn from its own successes and failures sort of automatically in the background, without needing a whole system rebuild every time it messes up.
Self-improvement, essentially.
Pretty much. And then on the knowledge side, this is interesting. XAI, Elon Musk's company, they released Grokopedia.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Aiming to be like Wikipedia, but different.
Kind of. It's meant to rival standard encyclopedias, but by really focusing on minimizing human bias, that's the pitch anyway, instead of just relying on human editors, Grokopedia uses algorithmic objectivity and critical thinking training, they say, to assess sources. The goal is better accuracy, maybe deeper context.
Interesting approach. Less reliant on crowdsourced editing, more on algorithmic analysis.
Right. And speaking of just pure utility, getting things done fast, Anthropic released Haiku 4.5.
Another model.
Yeah, but this one's a bit smaller than their main Sonnet 4.5 model. It's specifically optimized for just, blistering speed and efficiency.
So faster, but maybe not quite as powerful.
Exactly. You trade a tiny bit of performance maybe for a huge gain in speed and, importantly, cost. It's significantly cheaper to run than the bigger models while still giving you really high-quality output.
Okay, that makes sense. Speed and cost are always huge factors. So all these things, these smarter agents, these better knowledge bases, these super fast models, they all need massive amounts of computing power, right? Which brings us to the money. What's all this AI spending actually doing to the stock market? What's the bottom line impact?
Well, it means absolutely historic growth for the companies providing the infrastructure, the ones selling the digital picks and shovels for this AI gold rush. Look at NVIDIA. They had a $5 trillion market cap.
$5 trillion. That's staggering.
It's the first company ever to reach that. It just completely underscores the massive, undeniable global demand for those GPUs that power all these AI deployments and training.
Unbelievable.
And it wasn't just NVIDIA. We also saw Amazon shares rally pretty significantly, right? A lot of that was driven by their AWS cloud segment. AWS reported, $33 billion in revenue, up 20% year over year.
Wow, 20% growth on that scale is huge.
It really is, and it shows enormous underlying strength. It kind of eases some concerns about, an AI bubble.
Yeah.
This investment is clearly driving serious sustainable revenue for the infrastructure players.
Okay, so maybe just quickly, Netflix was also in the news. Stock split,
Oh,
right?
yeah, a 10-for-1 split, mostly to help employees with stock options, apparently. With fractional shares now, it doesn't mean as much for regular retail traders, but still notable.
Mm.
And they're also reportedly looking into maybe bidding for Warner Brothers Studio, so expanding their content empire potentially.
Interesting times. Okay, so wrapping this up, the big takeaway here seems to be just the relentless speed of all this. We're moving really fast past just searching for information and more towards delegating tasks to these AI agents, agents that act for you, systems that learn on their own, and it's all being validated by these just record-shattering market caps for the companies building the foundation.
Absolutely. And that speed, that shift towards delegation, it raises a really important question for you, the listener. As these AI agents get better and better at handling complex workflows, booking your travel, filtering your data, managing communications, what's the human skill you should focus on developing next? What becomes most valuable when the machines can handle so much of the execution? Something to think about.